shitting me, Lord, and I feel just the same. He speaks his mind about that asinine asshole in our house. Yeah, John Beautiful, he likes to call it out. Yes, he does. Well, there's a blue dot down in Texas, that Texas Avenue. Well, there's a blue dot family in the USA. And all over this world. Yeah, there's a blue dot family.
Hello, baby. It is Thursday night, baby. It's Thursday night. It's our time for our Blue Dot family meeting. I don't believe we're going to have any problem with our internet tonight, so let's hope we make this whole thing through. Again, I want to apologize to everybody for our New Year's Eve fiasco. Our internet went out. Our provider was having trouble that day, and we just couldn't get online. Anyway, I want to thank Dwizzle Snizzle. First want to jump in there, followed by Stephanie Dean, Joy Peters, Terry Montgomery, Brian Champagne, and I got to get my head swiveled on because we're all over the place. Ray Reyes, Dina Michael, Teresa Diggum, Teresa Rojas, Buenas noches, mi amiga. Anyway, baby, Randy Curvin's here, Bill Jones is here, and Bethy Brown, baby. The family's starting together, so yeah, I'm ready. We just, we just walked in the door. Rosa's car had to go into the shop, so for the next few days or until her car is fixed, I'm going to be shuffling back and forth to work. So she gets off at 5:30, so I'm going to have to shift the time of the family meetings to about 6:30, so I can dash in the door, get my head right, and get in here. I believe the next week coming up is going to be a rather interesting week. Some things are going to start to happen. We're going to start to see some movement and stuff, and I'm going to be ready for it, baby. They've already uncovered some more documents. You remember when I told y'all that but the time between, right there before Christmas, right after the impeachment and everything, and the time that this thing goes to the Senate, that there was going to be news coming out, that there was going to be more information coming out. And sure enough, that's what's happening. Some documents viewed by a place called Just Security. They're an organization that does focusing and reporting and analysis of national security law and policy. So they were poking around with trying to get information. They came across an August 30th, I believe it is, email sent by Michael McDuffie. He's the Associate Director of National Security Programs at OMB, and to Elaine McCusker, the Acting Pentagon Comptroller. Anyway, where's the money? Clear direction from POTUS to continue to hold, Duffy wrote. That's what is in that email. It's clear indication, again, that as the Department of Defense, the OMB, while everybody was trying to get this release of money, Donnie was the one that was holding this money up, and only for one reason, and we all know what that reason was by now. Anyway, I believe there's going to be more information come out, and we're just going to have to wait to see what it is. Let me see if do I have the mic over here? I mean the mouse.
Let me send it to you.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't do anything from my iPad, so
Okay.
This is all on you.
This is all on me, baby. Yep. If y'all have not noticed, we have a different setup here. The screens are in different positions. There it is. I now have control of I think if I'm doing this right, I'm there. And if I do anything else right, we should have Velda in the room with us.
Yeah.
How about that shit? I did it. I touched the buttons. I touched
You
the buttons.
touching the buttons
I'm
tonight?
touching the buttons. He
He
told me
has to for
I
now.
have to for now because the screens are in different positions. This screen over here will have the chat. I have the Discord channel, and oh, by the way, I have Streamlabs over here, and then another window for me to look at that shows us the camera view. On this side over here, I have two screens over here that actually I can keep up with the news if anything happens. But yeah,
Don't go cross-eyed on us.
Captain Video here, baby. That's what this is. I'm learning all sorts of shit.
Don't forget to add Bernadette. She's in the room too.
I'm just grabbing Bernadette, and I think she's in the room with us right now. Aren't you, Bernadette?
I am.
Ah, there she is.
Surprise.
How are you doing?
I'm doing well. I'm just trying to figure out what the hell all my equipment is supposed to be doing.
That's
It's
me.
kind of doing it without me.
Well, I've got to learn all this stuff now, and since
Oh wait, that's right. You're on control, huh?
I'm on the controls on this
I got
side.
it.
But here's the deal. I have a mouse here where I can control certain things over here, but Travis has a mouse over there but we can't be touching them at the same time. So only one of us can touch it at the moment, and right now that's me, I guess. But yeah, we're gonna learn how this goes. We had to arrange things a little bit different just so we can I don't know.
Bernadette just popped.
Uh-oh. See, that's something.
See, look, you're gonna have to do all this.
Well, she's not even up in the blue room right now. Up there she is,
There
right
she is.
there.
Oh,
Nice.
she probably kicked herself out.
Did you kick yourself out?
I think I did.
Did you
You
have?
went all the way out.
Thanks for noticing.
Yeah, because I turned my head and all of a sudden they said, "Let Bernadette back in." I looked over there. Oh, she's coming. Boy, I had a
Okay,
shit.
I'm not gonna touch that. I'm
Don't-
gonna leave that alone.
See, now you're in the
Okay.
same spot I am.
Yeah.
Don't touch
yeah,
that.
It's like.
Oh man. Well, I see
It's
we
gonna
have
be one of
Aussie
those
Dave
nights.
up in the blue room, and I know we have Leanne Scott watching, and want to give a well. I'm telling you, the things over in Australia, it is just pitiful. What is
Why
going
don't
on?
you, Dave was planning on going and watching. Why don't you pull him down for a few minutes
Let me see
before you?
let me see if I can grab old Dave here. I'm telling you that's you see it on the news, and
Yes.
it's just terrible. I mean, it just walls of fire. Dave, are you all right, buddy?
Yeah, Smokey. The wind direction. I was just telling the guys in the blue room that when the wind, generally like any weather pattern, the wind goes
Right.
west to east. Well, see, the fires are on our east coast, and I'm in the middle of this, like you are in Texas,
Right.
and west is like California, and which is Perth. Now the winds blow across from Perth through us to the eastern states.
Right.
When the wind turns, we get the smell and we get the smoke. The
So,
biggest
Right.
problem is the towns between Adelaide, Victoria, and Sydney.
right.
They're the ones in danger, and they're the ones that hold 2,000 people to 20. And there's lots of those towns that are being evacuated.
Yeah.
Now, when you add it all up, it's a lot of people. When people are being driven to the coast, when people have been driven to
Right.
the coast, have to go into the ocean to be safe, that's a big fire.
That's a big fire. I saw that in the news. There was about 4,000
Yeah.
people, wasn't it? That had to go
Yes,
to the
yes.
coast, have to stand near the beach to make sure you didn't get burned up. That's a bad fire. I don't care.
Well,
where
that's
you-
only one. See, they didn't show the other parts where there's 300 people in one part of the coast and there's 150 people in another part of the coast.
Right.
But collectively, there's much more than 4,000 people. And the Navy is going to send more ships in. They have to do something. Thank God our Prime Minister decided to give up his holidays after the
Right.
protests because, fancy going on a holiday to Hawaii while your country burns.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah. No, that's not
And-
good visuals.
No, but he's very right wing. He loves his coal and he's like Trump. Yeah?
Right.
And I pretty well guarantee he will not be re-elected. He's just got that bad vibe about him. It's more about him and his future than anyone else's.
Yeah.
So um, he's done himself a harm. But as for the country, so millions of animals we've lost. And the sad part
That's
about that is
yeah,
the loss of koalas, the kangaroos,
yes.
the wombats, all the slow-moving creatures we have lost.
That's
The report that I heard today that they estimate it to being 1 million animals lost. One
yeah.
billion, excuse me.
I saw in the news last
Yes,
night they were
correct.
talking
Well,
about that.
John, John,
Yes, ma'am.
we do have another frequent guest in the chat rooms. Space Cadet David Spanky Bone Spurs Dennison is also down there in Australia,
Oh, is
and
he?
we just want he's over by Adelaide, and I just want you guys to be safe. If they say evacuate, get the hell.
Yeah,
She's gone again.
I see that. She jumped out and again, and
And
I'm trying to find my.
Leanne,
Oh,
Leanne Scott is in a danger area.
Leanne
She's
Scott
a
is.
blue,
Okay, I need to find out where my
you
mouse
know,
is.
from Australia.
It's right
She's
there.
not even
You
in
know,
the
from
blue
her
room
from
yet. She's not back yet.
Okay,
I'll
I
let
see
you
it.
know.
Alrighty.
Right now, she's in the mountainous areas of New South Wales,
Right.
which are the danger areas.
Leanne
Okay,
is.
She
she's
hasn't
back.
been on.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she has been on for a while. I've noticed that she's not on today, and she wasn't on 2 days ago.
Uh-huh.
There may be before that. She may be caught up in that herself.
Oh, Lordy B.
Lordy. I hope not. I did.
My heart goes out
I
to you
saw
guys.
somebody address her in a comment just a minute ago, so I assumed that she was on the chat, but she
I'm
may
looking.
not
I
be.
can't see her.
Yeah.
Who is that?
Leanne Scott.
I saw
She's
her earlier.
she is
I
over in
saw her in
Australia,
the chat.
and Dave tells us she's in the
Yes.
danger area. So, Leanne,
Yeah,
if you're
she
listening,
says
baby, just be careful.
she says tomorrow big fire front predicted.
Mm-mm-mm. That is something
Be
else.
safe, everybody. Be
Yes.
safe, our friends. Be
But
safe.
you know,
Yes.
it's not just Australia. See, this is climate change. There's no
It
question
is.
about it
It
because
is.
these are absolutely out of the ordinary weather patterns, and fires don't burn for 3 or 4 months in Australia
No.
like this.
No.
And it's happening in California as well in your summer periods.
Yes.
I mean,
Yeah.
The fire
we
seasons
used to
out
hear
in
all
about
up and
California
fires
have
in
down.
gotten
California.
worse.
Yeah.
We used to hear about
They
fires
have.
in California and Australia maybe once every 2, 3 years. Now it's every,
Yeah.
you know,
It's
Every
every
time
year.
you turn around, and they're getting worse. You know.
so it's real.
Yes.
It is real.
It is real.
And
It is real, baby.
your man in the White House is
He's
living on false beliefs, and he's a
he is
Australian
allowing
term. He's a wanker. He's a
Dave,
fucking
yeah,
wanker.
he's a
Dave,
wanker
I'm gonna
at
tell
the
you something. It's not that he doesn't want to believe. It's more profit
Yeah.
in oil, and so that's where he's putting his money at, and our
Most
money
certainly.
too. There's more profit in oil than to do what's right for not only our country but for the damn planet.
For the
We
planet.
are the only nation that's not involved in the TPP. Okay, the partnership
Yeah,
to do
Trans-Pacific.
something about. Yeah,
Mhm.
we're the only nation that's not involved. Used to be two. The other one was Australia, not Australia, Argentina. After we cut out, Argentina went and joined. We are the only nation that pulled out of that partnership,
Well, as soon as
and
Donnie
it's
was,
a damn
you know,
shame.
first
Just
thing
the
Donnie
other
did,
day, I
he
read
pulled
that
out of
there
the
was
Paris Agreement.
and he's stopping all science websites from being accessed in our country that has to do anything with the EPA reporting about what it is that they're supposed to be doing.
Mm-mm-mm.
This
I'm
man,
telling you.
he knows exactly what he's
Yes,
doing.
it's
Don't
all
think
business,
he
baby.
doesn't know what he's doing.
Yeah.
It's all about the money.
That's it. You know, the cutting back the regulations. That's the biggest thing that he brags about because it's good for business. Let's get rid of all these pesky regulations that make you clean up your site or doesn't allow. You know, today.
Yeah, he took all those scientific websites and reports down just this past week.
Yes. Yeah. You know, I'm on my way home today. This morning I had to take Rose into work, or I had to actually follow Rose in so she could drop her car off. I could pick her up at that dealer, and then I could take her to work. And on my way into town, down on the highway I live down here between here and the four-way stop sign, which is about a 4-mile drive, somebody stopped on the side of the road and unloaded a whole big old batch of used tires. They're just scattered all over the side of the road down there in the ditch all over. I'd say probably about a good, 40 tires at least, just chunked out on the side of the road. These tires places, they have to charge. I mean, they get charged for getting rid of those tires. Yeah, you have to pay for that waste, and
they charge you $5 in Australia to take a scrap tire off your hands.
Yeah,
about the same here.
So they take that $5, stick it in their pocket, and then drive down the road somewhere and throw that tire out on the side of the road. That's what happens here. That's what that is down there. That's some tire company who has to get rid of a bunch of junk tires. So they just load them up in the middle of the night and then find a deserted road where nobody is, stop the truck, and just throw them all off. They do it down here in the park down here, not far from me. They've done it, just unload, a big truck full of just used tires, throw them out.
That just pisses me off.
Yes, it does.
Jesus Christ. When I hear shit like that, it just pisses me off, man.
Yeah. That's some
business. And today they recycle.
Go ahead.
We can recycle them today. We turn them into bitumen, back again to bitumen. Yeah. We turn them into furniture, into playground equipment. Years ago, a used tire was a problem.
Yeah.
Still.
Well, here it still is.
They couldn't separate from the
but it
rubber.
stems
Too hard to pull out.
It stems from business owners that are trying to skirt the system and not have to, save a dime here, save a dime there. Peter S. just said that kind of crap is rampant in Texas. It is. It's been on the news down here before. When they go to have a major cleanup at a park, and all of a sudden they pull back some brush, and they found one spot down there by the park that had over 1,000 tires. They had been backing up in there for a long time and throwing these tires out, and it's a local county park, and man, they had a big to do about cleaning the park up. But this is it's not just my town; it's everybody's town. It's everybody's place in the United States. If a business can get by cutting corners and throwing the shit out the window, well, that's what they're going to do. They're unscrupulous business owners. If they were good business owners, well, we wouldn't have that problem. But we can't rely on that. Self-policing doesn't always work. And,
no, it doesn't.
And it costs people. That's how the Boeing 737 Max got in the position it was, because Boeing, trying to cut corners, self-inspected. Tried to skip. They tried to self-inspect everything.
So let's let more and more industries self-inspect.
Yes, self-inspect.
What the hell do you think they're going to do? They just did it to the agriculture industry, the pork industry.
Yep.
Jesus Christ, man. This man is out of his fucking mind. He don't give a shit about nobody except himself.
They did their own.
So you know what I got to say about that?
What you got, Bernadette?
Trump.
Huh? Fuck Trump. Hey, you see my shirt?
Fuck Trump.
Can you see my shirt? That's Obama on the front of my shirt. Obama's standing there, and he says, basically what I'm saying. You know how you say it all the time? Basically what I'm saying? Basically what I'm saying. Fuck Donald Trump. That's what the shirt says. I wore it in the store a little while ago. I mean, to the, Where'd I go?
Gas station?
Oh, I went to the gas station.
Yeah. Yeah, no, me and Rose went into...
Y'all went in the store.
Yeah, we went to the store.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. I went into the gas station. Oh, that big hairy guy behind me. Yeah, he held the door for me, so I don't guess I pissed him off. He saw it.
John.
Yeah.
John.
Yes, Dave.
Did you... I was just looked at recently the latest Bo fifth column video.
Right.
And he went over an area that we discussed a while ago. Remember how we talked about how Trump would start a war to save his position?
Yeah.
Well, it looks like that's what he's doing with Iran here, in my opinion. From Australia's point of view, it looks like Trump's provoking Iran into a war. And the biggest person here is Iran, because they won't give him the satisfaction of fighting back, because they know that if he gets his war, your country goes on a war footing, and the support will generally back the president, and that's the problem.
That's what he.
So,
That's.
you
You
know,
remember when we used to talk about this? About except the threat was North Korea, how he was going to dick around and get
Yep.
us into a war in North Korea. Well, now we're getting to
And
2020.
that's still a possibility
Yes,
too.
yes. He's still puffing up. The the deal that going on with Iran though, that could kick off real quick into a proxy war in Iraq. And we, right
they're
now,
a bit more hot-headed.
yes, I think we're sending another 900 and something troops. I think close to 1,000 troops back over to Iraq, to the embassy area over there. And
Yeah.
then,
Oh,
in
these are
Saudi
troops.
Arabia.
These are troops that were coming home. These are troops that he was bringing home.
Yeah, well, that's what that's what every politician says. I remember Nixon
They're
saying the
bringing them
same
home.
thing. We're going to bring them home. Bring them home. They don't bring them home. They shuffle them around. That's what gets your ass someday. We've been in Afghanistan for what,
For too long.
19 years, 19
Yeah.
freaking years. That when we bumbled into Iraq, when George W. took us into Iraq, that shit hasn't stopped since. Nothing has stopped over there. It's a constant meat grinder. That's all it is. And now he's wanting to play around with Iraq, and this is election season now. We're going to get into the elections. Boy, howdy shit! Nothing would stir his base up more than a good little war going on, because that just pumps some of them people up. Go America! We're going to kick everybody's ass. That kind of attitude is rampant sometimes on the right. They're more or less they're happy to go to war.
Really quick, because I got to pick up Dab's slack over here. What the hell?
What?
Dennis, how you doing, man?
Oh, I'm sorry. I brought Dennis into the room and didn't say anything.
How's it going, John? Travis?
I'm doing fine, buddy. How are you?
Hanging in there. I got some not the best news medically the other day.
Oh man, what's up, bub?
Just some potential surgeries
Oh
that I'm
shit.
facing.
That's
Oh,
not good.
shit. No, that ain't good.
Can you elaborate a bit more, Dennis, or is it not talk about?
Oh, just definite lifestyle change and maybe I don't want to say too much, but
We can always talk about it later, man, if you don't want to talk about
yeah,
it.
Yeah,
it's been
good.
it's been a bit depressing the past few days. I'll just say that.
Well, shit. That ain't
Nothing's
good.
finalized, but it's just the potential I'm looking at is like it's
Not good.
it's not life threatening at the moment, but if I let it go, it could.
Well, we don't want to let that shit go.
That,
You got to
Right.
make the changes you got to make, bub. That's all there is to it.
Discipline.
Dennis, you've got all of our love going to you.
Oh, buddy,
and
you got a
prayers.
lot of sport out here.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just been a difficult few days, so that's why I wasn't here the other day.
Well, shit. Well, we
We
did miss you.
understand.
Yeah.
Well, and John, and on a happy note, we've got someone new up in the top room.
Oh yeah. Let me
Sherry.
see. Let me see Sherry.
Her name.
Trumpeter.
I don't see a Sherry.
Yeah, Sherry
That's-
Trumpeter.
Sherry
CH.
Trumpeter.
Mm.
Cherry.
Cherry.
C.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I just found her.
God, I don't think this is
And
going to work, y'all.
Bernadette. And Bernadette is up there again.
Bernadette's up there again.
Yes.
Bernadette. This screen ain't
Yeah,
big enough.
big enough, my ass. You got all the screen real estate. I got these two tiny
now I
screens
gotta
to work
have the
with.
live thing, but Bernadette's up there above. If I scroll, I can't get Bernadette, so I gotta bring Bernadette down lower and drop her. Nope, she goes right back to the
All
top.
right, y'all. This is the last night this will happen.
Right.
I apologize on my behalf.
Look
I
at
thought
this.
my father can do this.
I can do it. Wait a second. Just give me. Hold on, ladies and. Oh, I think I got it. Bernadette, do you know how much trouble you're causing down here? You got me in trouble.
I'm sorry.
I'm telling you, man.
Now grab Sherry.
He wants to take everything away from me now. I says I can't handle everything. Sherry, come help
I
me.
swear I didn't touch his thing.
Hello, Miss Sherry.
Hi.
How are you? Sherry Trumpeter? Are you with us, dear?
Don't tell me she's got mic problems.
Uh-oh.
She's got a brand new mic and headset.
Oh, really?
Oh man. Well, now
If you can't, if you are, if type a message to one of us, love, if you can't get through to us now.
Yeah.
Can you hear us?
I can't. I'm not getting the chat. The last chat I seen was Yogi, and that was at 6:51 p.m. The chat's not.
Oh, there she comes. Whoops, there she went.
There. She says she can hear fine. She can hear us. She, I guess, is having trouble with her microphone or whatever. But we appreciate her being here.
Discord settings.
Make sure it's completely plugged in, Sherry.
Yep, it is. All right. Here's what you do. Have you got a hammer? I can walk you through this thing.
You don't listen to him.
I've been experiencing the same thing. A big one. She's got a big one. I love it. Whack that thing. No, don't do that. Don't do that. It's what you feel like doing. You just don't do it. No, we can.
I don't know how.
Well, we're tickled to death to have you here. We can see your chat. Where are you from?
And while she types that out, we want to welcome SC to the room. How's it going, SC?
Hey, Travis, John, how y'all doing? Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you, SC. How's everything in Florida?
Sparks, Nevada.
It's just beautiful, sir. Just beautiful. Beautiful. Well, I can say it's been a beautiful weather.
Outstanding. Outstanding. That's what Florida's known for. And Sherry lets us know that she's in Sparks, Nevada. So that's a little out west, baby. She's you're going to be up in the one of the early primaries. I think it goes Iowa, New Hampshire, then was it down to South Carolina, North Carolina, one of the Carolinas, and then I think it's out to Nevada. So,
we're in March.
You're in March?
In Arkansas. In Arkansas. We're in March.
Are you part of the Super Tuesday?
Super Tuesday.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I think we are too.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
So are we here in California now.
Boy, howdy.
I look over at the chat for just a second, and I see Lone Wolf, and we wonder why Travis freaks out when John has the keyboard.
That should get a bell.
All right.
Ding, ding.
Lone Wolf, did you hear that shit? There's a bell, buddy. I see you got that head. Yeah, you can unmute that shit. You're over there. There he comes. How you doing, Lone Wolf?
I'm sitting over here causing chaos.
I say creating hate and discontent. That's John, what are you doing? Creating hate and discontent. Anything else you want?
Yep.
That's right, baby. That's what we do. Well, hell, we have. What's that?
I do it quite well.
Do you? You have practice at that shit? There you go.
No, I'm just good at it. Natural.
Wait, it's what I call diplomacy. Diplomacy. That's doing and saying the nastiest things in the nicest way.
Right.
That's diplomacy, baby.
I'm still working on that part.
Yeah, I don't know. It's overrated. I'm telling you.
Knowing him, he's probably eating his peanut butter ice cream with Reese's Pieces in it.
Are you shitting me? You knowing that? Well,
and
damn.
Having some Skittles.
You see how
sounds
this
good.
You see how this family is, baby? If you're not in this family, you need to join. This family's close. We know what you're eating for snacks, baby. There you go. We know
finally
what's cooking.
posted in the food porn
Bernadette
channel.
is
Y'all
having-
notice that?
Yes.
And Bernadette is having homemade barbecued ribs tonight with jalapenos.
Oh, shit. Here comes the food porn. There you go.
Damn it.
Yeah, make it the southern greens too.
I swear that sounds. Now I'm going to tell you, Trav. Did you post the picture?
Yeah, it's in there.
It's in the food porn room there. Travis posted a picture. We cooked it, just a simple experiment with the hamburgers tonight in our air fryer. We got a new air fryer, and I'm telling you, this is better than a shirt on a pocket. I'm telling you, it's better.
Those things are amazing. They are amazing.
So we just got out some raw hamburger meat and throw some spices in there. Just did one hamburger at a time in my hand. Throw a little spice, and then we're going to test this thing out, spat them out, put them in there. My goodness, man, that just came out. They came out perfect, just perfect.
No fat.
No fat. It just cooks away.
Goodness, those look good.
I can't see them, but
Yeah, they're in
It's
there.
got to be a healthier way of cooking, doesn't it?
it is because everything
bit.
because the fried chicken, we can do fried chicken, tastes like it came from Popeyes. I can do French fries, all that shit, and it no grease, no oil. And, you spray a little oil on top of whatever you're going to cook, and that's it. And
There you go,
man,
Dennis.
Here, that was the
Dennis?
photo I took.
oh yeah, there
Dennis,
you
you
go.
got one of those, Dennis?
Those came out. Oh, they were so delicious. They were so good. And so yeah, and that was just us messing around. We was just testing it for
Are they
fun.
expensive? Are they expensive?
So when you,
They're
so
about
when you take it
$100,
to
I'd
the
say.
next level.
Yeah, that's about what I paid for mine. Was about probably around close to 110
I'm
after
telling
tax.
you, before we get
So
out
it's
of
cheap. It's cheap.
Yeah, you can do. Mine
look
does
at
like
there,
7
Miss
different
Nomad,
things.
pork chop glazed with pineapple and cherry sauce. Ooh,
Ooh.
that does.
Okay,
Chris
we'll be
Williams,
there
air
in
fires.
about 20 minutes.
I'm telling you,
Okay.
I'm glad to see that out there in the chat
I'll
there.
be
That
about
there's people out
45
there
minutes.
with. I'm telling you,
Save me
everything.
a plate, man. I'm on my way.
Marcia said this is the first thing she ever got that her expectations have been exceeded. Everything she expected to come out a certain way came out even better. So if you haven't got one of these things yet, boy, I'm telling you, they're
We got another new person up there, Catwoman.
Catwoman.
Catwoman, I see that.
All right.
Awesome.
Oh, I see
Oh
that.
my goodness.
All right.
We
Should
could-
Growing and
we
growing
could-
every day.
If we're all well behaved, we don't cut each other off. We could bring her
Okay,
down.
now Lone Wolf, don't chase the cat.
Well,
I-
yeah, don't be chasing the cat. Hello, Catwoman. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
We're doing fine. And where are you from, dear?
Missouri.
In Missouri.
There-
Outstanding. Have you been with us for long? Have you watched us for a while, or did you just stumble in here tonight?
Actually, I've been watching you for over 2 years.
Outstanding,
Yeah.
sweetheart. We appreciate that very much. We've
I had, well, I think I told you last time I had breast cancer.
oh, how's that going?
I just finished my last chemo treatment, so here in about 6 weeks they're gonna do a mastectomy.
Oh Lord. Mm-mm-mm. Do you think they're going to be able to get it all out? And that's the key thing, baby. Just get that out, and
I want it all.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would
But
imagine.
I started watching you in August of 2017. I
Oh,
was
wow.
recovering from vulva cancer.
Oh Lord. That's rough. I'm telling you, we have a lot of Blue Dot family that are going through medical issues, and it is because we think about y'all, and it's rough. We know it's rough. So
Yeah,
but,
like I said, it's just another bump. I mean, this
Well, that-
is my third bump, but
oh, so
I'll get through.
you've been over these humps before. Well,
Yeah.
Just hang tough, baby. Hang tough. That's all you can do. That's what I always say. What else are you gonna do? You ain't got a choice, really. You got to keep
No.
marching forward. So
I have 7 grandbabies.
there is the reason.
Oh my goodness.
There's the reason.
And this is
Can I ask, Catwoman, the medical bills for all this? How are you coping?
It's rough.
Do you have
But-
do you have insurance or?
I was actually one of the lucky ones and had insurance.
Right.
Thank
Uh,
God.
What's
But-
your out-of-pocket expenses? Do you have out-of-pocket expenses?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Everything's out. Just about.
Even with insurance, it gets a little expensive. But you just, even if I have to make like payments on one bill, then that's just what we do. We just
But you
That's
shouldn't
fine.
have to. See, this is
No.
the thing.
See,
Insurance
that's the
means
problem.
you don't have to pay.
Yeah. That's the problem with having a capitalistic system in healthcare. It doesn't work. A capitalistic system is made to make money. That's what they're there for. That's what the insurance company there for. That's what the hospital's there for. All of the surgeons, all the hospitals, they're all there to make a living and to make a profit. So, it just doesn't work unless you have good insurance. And
yeah.
and a lot of people in our country do not.
You can't afford good insurance.
No.
Well, you had a good insurance system, but Trump come along and is trying to destroy it. Obamacare was the best system your country had developed over all the years.
Yes.
It was the best for your country.
Yes.
Yes.
I gotta
But
say, it's really neat, because a lot of people complain about, the Affordable Care Act, but it was like, yo, that saved me. I found out way too late that I had high blood pressure. I was able to go to a doctor, get checked up, and get medication for blood pressure for the longest time, and it's like, where are you going?
Yeah.
Oh, look at him go. See, look,
Now-
here's the one thing, everybody. There's no more obstacles, so he can come and go as he pleases. Just saying. Anyway, no.
But- Now they just need to do something with the cost of prescription drugs.
Exactly.
Because when this is all over and I've had my mastectomy, they want me to go on a pill that blocks estrogen
Oh.
for between 5 and 10 years. And the pill itself is about $1,000.
Jesus.
Oh my God.
That's
that's
ridiculous.
That's
why.
ridiculous.
This is why we need to put somebody in office who cares about the people and our Medicare for all.
Well, when we
Yeah.
look at it now, that's
Catwoman, the
Bernie.
best. If you've got family, and if you've got a passport, maybe one of the best things you can do is make a couple of day trip to Canada and go get that pill.
I actually my doctor put me on a cream and I went through one of the Canadian drugstores, but it's all online.
yeah, online.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, that works.
So
Well, that works.
people and they'll accept it, then I will go through another country.
Now, isn't that sad though? That's what you have to do.
It really
Yeah.
is. It
Because everybody could go online and look at what these medicines cost in other countries.
Oh, yeah,
and they're nowhere near what we're paying.
now, what
I've got to
really-
go, guys. I've got a rescue up. I've got to go.
All right.
Okay,
I'll,
bye.
All right,
Ozzy,
Dave.
I'll
Good
catch
luck
you-
to you, man.
catch you-
Good
I'll
luck
catch
with
you in
your
the blue
rescue.
room.
All righty.
Bye-bye.
All right, see ya.
See ya.
All right,
what
Dave.
All right.
sucks is
Ozzy.
that
Dave's a good man.
Wayne got a
taxpayer-
first. Go ahead, Catwoman.
No, that
tax fund research and development, but we get hit with the highest cost on drug prices.
Right.
and why just us? Our country
Everybody
can't.
else has laws that keep the prices down. We're the only one that doesn't.
And the Republicans voted in not to lower, made a contract with the drug companies, not to lower drugs for Medicare patients on
Yep.
Medicare.
I know them rat bastards.
Because they're making too much money off of these drug companies.
Yeah.
Because they've been bought by these drug companies.
Well, why would
When the drug companies can go through courts and be held liable for doing the opioid crisis in America
That's
and
good.
not have to pay anything for it, that's bought.
Yes.
That's all that is. It's criminal.
Oh, now they've got a new drug that they made to combat the opiate problem. The same company. And guess what?
Oh, they're
It costs too much.
they're making they're making a pill to help you get off opioids.
Yeah.
Well,
The
people
pill
just
they-
need to
They're
get
making a killing is what they're
Yes,
making.
they are.
people need to get on kratom, because kratom is what they were using to help people get off the opioids. It's cheap. You can get it for like $17 an ounce. You can make your own capsules, and it's enough to last you for about 3 months. And that's what they were
I saw
helping to
that.
get these people off of the opioids. But there's, like I said, I've talked about before, there's so many different strands of this stuff that helps with different things. It's kind of like CBD oil.
Yeah.
And it's all natural. And whenever you decide that you don't want to take it no more, you can stop. It's not addictive. I
think
I didn't get addicted to it.
I thought I saw a show on one of the news, magazines on TV or something about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, all you
They
got to
were
do is
making it themselves.
Google it and do the research.
Boy, howdy.
The only problem is, well, I was watching a thing on TV the other night where, like, acid reflux, if it's mixed with baking soda, they're charging you like 3 times what it costs for that pill because it has 2 ingredients. But you can buy the acid
separate
reflux medicine for I think they said like 17 cents a pill. But it was for $1 a pill for the added baking soda.
Yeah.
Wow.
How
much can you buy baking soda for?
Oh, shit.
A
dollar?
A box of it, $1 at the Dollar
buy that
General.
stuff, buy a big old wagon load of it. Well, thank
Yeah,
you, BB.
it's
BB
great.
says they really like my shirt. I do too. I wish I missed that, man. Did you hear it? See where Joe Biden said that he would appoint Barack Obama to the Supreme Court.
I did not see that.
Yeah, if he would accept it, he said he would definitely do it. I think Obama would make an exceptional Supreme Court judge.
Yeah.
He is a
I've been
constitutional
saying
attorney.
that for years.
Yes.
And I think
Years.
he might, before it's all over with. Hopefully, I think he might end up there. I mean, I just really do. I think that's where he needs to be. He doesn't need to be vice president. Put him on the Supreme Court.
Yeah, put him on the Supreme Court.
Well,
I'm all for it.
What do you think about Joe Biden possibly picking a Republican for a running mate?
Depends on who it is.
Yeah, I guess.
I think as long as Republicans are showing no morals or values, there isn't anyone out there that's
There's
Trustworthy.
one that comes to mind.
who.
Bill Wells.
I could think of the former Ohio governor, Kasich.
that works.
I always have trouble with his name. God, man.
Kasich.
But, yeah, that's it, Kasich. But
Yeah.
Kasich.
he's a Republican, but he's not a shitty Republican. Basically, is what I'm trying to get at.
They're different.
Yeah, yeah.
Well,
William,
Nowadays, I'm a bit leery of any of them. The first thing
India.
Well, what about Arnold Schwarzenegger?
first thing I'm talking
He
about these
can't be.
congressmen.
What about him?
Yeah,
He
He
that's,
be my
run.
governor. What about him?
exactly.
well,
he can't run for president. He's not a U.S. a natural.
You got.
But you can run for
any
any other office in the state. It's so
in
weird.
the country,
That's
but
so
except
weird.
president. You cannot be president unless
Yeah.
you're a natural born citizen.
And he could never be Speaker of the House.
But he was an excellent governor for California, I understand.
And he hates.
Did he pass
hates
the test
Trump.
out there with y'all, Bernadette?
Well,
I could tell Bernadette didn't sound too pleased.
yeah. He was a Republican, okay?
Yes, he was. He was a Republican.
I rest my case.
Mm-hmm.
It's all about
too.
business. It's what it is. It's business with Republicans. With Democrats,
gotta be.
we're more concerned with
Now,
social issues.
Bernie and Warren.
I know.
Yeah, I'm trying to
Yeah.
remember if it was under him that we had the Enron scandal.
Enron was with what's his name? He died before he got to
Madoff?
prison.
Yes, but Enron sold electricity
Yes,
to
out to California,
California
and that was
during that
manipulated.
particular
Yes,
period of time.
yes. Now,
Yeah, and they manipulated everybody's
yes.
bill
Now,
out here.
thank
with
you
that
for bringing
shit.
that back to mind. Yes, I remember that. I do indeed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Who was that guy? I'm trying to think of this guy because he's
and we was paying mean old dirty old high prices just for electricity up here.
Yeah.
And now we're stuck with
man.
rolling blackouts whenever the fuck they feel like it, okay?
I could yell out there
Yeah,
tomorrow.
Yogi said he sucked as governor.
He sucked
Yeah,
his,
kinda.
Yogi says,
That's
what
I'm
about
saying.
prices of drugs for such strain like insulin? Yes, he sucked as a governor, Yogi said. Well, he wasn't my governor. I got one that sucks, so it's hard for me to feel sorry for y'all. I got a bad one, too.
Bernie and I were talking the other day, and I told her, I says, it's too bad she's still not alive, because I tell you who I'd really like to have as president.
Who?
And that was the Texas governor.
Ann
Ann
Richards.
Richards.
Ann
Yeah.
Richards, baby. I swear, that picture of her in that all leather outfit standing in front of a Harley, that's Texas, baby. Deal with it. I loved her. She was a character.
She was a pistol.
She was a
That was a
pistol. She
custom
was.
bike for
That's
her.
right, baby. She played hardball politics just like the boys do, and they learned how to respect that woman. She was a fine, fantastic governor for Texas. Texas at one time was blue, baby. We're working hard on
Yeah.
this shit. This we almost turned it this last time in 2018. We came so close with Beto O'Rourke, yeah, and he is still out there hitting the trail with people. See, there's Leanne Scott. She's on there.
Yeah.
Good deal. Good deal. We're all worried about you, Leanne. Take care of yourself, baby. You're in a bad area, Dave said.
Hey, Dad, I pointed you to Discord like 5 minutes ago. Get on your game, yo.
I am sorry.
Please stop
Who
it.
am I missing? Oh, Diana Mallory. Diana.
Oh,
Hello,
man.
Diana. How are you, dear?
Yeah,
She's got her mic muted right now.
yeah, Sherry. We'll try and work with you tomorrow with that mic.
Yeah, we're a patient group around here, baby. If you having mic problems or anything, like Sherry is doing, you can type in the comments. We'll still see you, but we just want you to be in the family, baby. But yeah, if you can get.
And some of us stay here almost 24/7.
Yeah.
Come on back.
Come on by
Yeah.
anytime. I swear, I've been.
And we wouldn't know who that is, would we?
No,
No.
I swear, these people, they got a whole society on here. Y'all come by and join. I swear, this is a
Yeah,
family.
There's some diehards in there, okay? It is
You
Okay,
just come
this is
join us,
John.
John.
This is John's room, but we roll the other room.
Yeah, I get the live room, and they all control that blue room. That's what we call it up there. It's like a green room with.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we call it a blue room, baby. And I understand the conversation goes on pretty hefty up there sometimes.
Oh
the
man,
time.
it can get really good and really raunchy at the same
watch
time.
it there. Watch it, see there?
All the time.
Well, here comes drunk Uncle Bob. What's he gonna say today? That's kind of stuff. Huh?
All right, Dad, we're gonna do a
Yeah.
test.
What?
I updated the live room, so let's just see how long it's gonna take you to catch it out.
Okay, it's going to be. Oh, we have Bernadette, we have Catwoman, we have Dennis, Diana Mallory, me, Lone Wolf, SC, TW, and Velda. TW is in there.
There you go.
Hey, TW, how's it going? Waiting to see who
Hey, what's up?
We're doing this. I'm getting acclimated to my new surroundings here. I got new screens to look
I
at.
can't hear John now.
Yeah, I saw you. I saw
Go out,
you
come back.
cruising around
Hello?
there
Can
pretty
anybody
good
hear me?
without
Yeah.
anything
I
in your
can.
road.
No, I got a clear pathway out of here now. Used to be I'd have to weave in and out to get out of this, but we moved it around. So, yeah, everybody, we have a clear escape for in case emergencies or anything. Like the other night when we lost internet service, that was because that helicopter landed out here with these guys in ninja clothing. They jumped out, cut the whole. We had to get out there. It was a battle, I'm telling you.
Yeah,
I
but
wished
you
I
know
would have
what?
filmed it all.
That didn't happen in the blue room. We stayed up all night on bad night.
Did y'all stay up all
Oh
night?
yeah, we did.
Oh man,
Go ahead.
we were all tired after that. Yeah. Oh my gosh, we had so much fun. We were laughing
Boy,
and
had
Yeah, that
shit.
was a good
carrying
time.
on.
Yep.
I went clear to California time.
Did you?
Yeah, y'all were on there
Damn.
late.
Yeah, she did.
What a
Y'all were
night
on there
for
late.
our company to just say, nah, you can't have it tonight. I mean,
I remember my battery was dying on my phone, so I had to leave early. But
Yeah, you
they,
did.
boy, howdy
Yeah,
shit.
but y'all were in there for a while because I kept checking back, and after it got charged, I got you into the CNN New Year's Eve thing, so I just
You
kind
see
of.
that? You can't see that, do you? I'm just asking Travis here. You can't see that, do you?
No, but
You don't know what's going on, do you?
no, I don't.
Yeah.
That's why I'm really having to rely on you to get things done.
Well, let me get things done here. Diana Mallory just donated $20 through Super Chat and said, "Happy Blue Year, family." So, Diana, thank you very much for that. That'll go right into our January Thank you.
Yeah.
Whatever that thing is that it goes into. And while we're at that, I want to call out Yvonne Pre. You might know who that is, huh, Bernadette?
I think I know who that is.
Yeah, I thought you did. Where's my thing here? For becoming one of our newest Patreon members. She joined our Patreon, so we really appreciate that. And we appreciate. Oh, I gotta learn how to do this part. There, I'm done. Hands
oh my
up.
God, that is like the worst thing you can tell me while I'm sitting
done.
here.
Clear.
It's like I thought you knew. Oh no.
So I gotta. Oh, sorry, John. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
By the way, thank you, Yvonne. You know who.
Yes, Yvonne.
Okay,
you know who
Bernadette, in and out.
In and out, Bernadette. I got it. Oh well, she's got to do it.
I mean, you can do it too, but she'll probably do it faster than you.
But now you got that over there.
What?
The Discord.
Oh yeah, I can move people finally. That's about it, but it's very slow.
Okay, bring her back.
Okay, now you can bring her back.
Okay, yeah. Give me
Let's
one
see if
second.
you do that. See, that's with the screens facing me. One of the screens facing me. Travis cannot see what's on this screen right now, but I think he's got duplicates of it over there.
There she is.
There she is.
I got Discord. The only thing I can do is move people in and out, and I didn't even know how to do that at the beginning of the room or beginning of the show. So I'm learning too. I just like giving Dad a hard time because he makes it sound like my job's easy.
This ain't gonna be easy for now. The way this is set
when
up.
I have to go in and out, it's like going in and out of different dimensions. So it's really cool. I like it.
I need one of them to
really
beam me up.
Hey guys,
Huh.
you know what? You're getting so big up there in that in your studio.
Yeah.
You're gonna need a third set of hands to help you.
We do.
We've been needing that since
Yeah, we
Dad
need a
decided
third
we need
person.
more. We need to do this, that, and the other thing is like, oh shit, Tyler, help!
Yeah.
Where you gonna
where's
put
Tyler?
my chair?
Right there.
Right
Right
Where
here.
you gonna put my chair?
Right
at?
here.
I'll sit in it.
Right here. Right here.
You can always bring Mama up, and she can just do those little things and not say a word.
Well, you know what me and Travis was talking about just the other day. I told Travis we need to get a cord, a long enough cord to go from this room into the living room out there, and just hook her up to a headset. There you go, but because she's afraid she's going to come in here and listen, and then she'll say something, and she'll be picked up on the mic. That's how Marcia is. She is, no, I don't want to go in there. They'll hear me. I'll say something. They'll hear me on there. Well, that'd be good, honey. They could hear you. No. So,
So we're gonna run
baby.
like an intercom, or not an intercom system, but we got multiple outs on this mixer. I'm gonna set her up with something that runs out there, so she can at least listen in on the Discord
Donna
chat.
Gaston, thank you very much. She says since day one, John. We appreciate it very much. This family has grown so much since that day I decided to start this, and it just tickles me to death when I see somebody like that just has been here forever. We appreciate it. Longevity in this family is really something that, I don't know. For me, it's easy to do, baby. I enjoy this family so much.
It's a good time.
It is. It's a great family.
So, but I wanted to, the other night when we was up in the Blue Room on New Year's, I mentioned that I had a good little story that I wanted to share, but I'd wait till you were here because I'm gonna try to read this without laughing. Because,
go ahead.
Yeah,
This is gonna be good.
Okay, well, this was a headline. I don't even know if this is a Florida paper,
Right.
but it was on Twitter. A couple people showed it on Twitter.
Is it Florida
But
Man?
There's no. Well, you could say that. It's
Florida Man.
there is a Florida man involved, I guess, and his wife. But a couple in Florida was arrested for selling tickets to heaven. Okay,
really?
So I'm not going. I'm not
this
going to
shit.
go. I'm not going to go through it's not a long, article, but I'll just go through the funny part of it because this is hilarious. Okay, so this guy was named Tito Watts and his wife was named Amanda Watts. And so when Tito gives his statement to the police, this is what he says. Tito Watts said in his police statement, "I do not care what the police say. The tickets are solid gold. And it was Jesus who gave them to me behind the KFC and told me to sell them so I could get me some money to go to outer space. I met an alien named Stevie who said if I get the cash together, he would take me and my wife on his flying saucer to his planet that is made entirely of drugs. You should arrest Jesus because he is the one that gave me the golden tickets. I am willing to wear a wire and set Jesus up. And her police statement, Amanda Watts said, we just wanted to leave Earth and go to space and do drugs. I did not do anything. Tito sold the golden tickets to heaven. I just watched. So that's basically...
What drugs are they taking?
I only
How
saw
come
the
you want to go
headline.
somewhere else? Whatever the hell it is that you're on right now, it sounds like pretty damn potent shit.
I only read the headline. I didn't even know half that shit. Oh my god, that is the best.
Oh man, that's
I mean,
selling.
if-
The question is, did anybody buy a golden ticket?
Oh, yeah. They said at least 100 people bought it. They were selling it
Oh,
for around $100.
That's
They were
it.
selling
That's
for
it.
$100.
I'm fixing to
And,
start a
I'm
religion.
sorry, but Jesus behind the KFC, and
Yeah.
then he was willing to set up Jesus.
Say it ain't so. Prove it isn't so. That's you can't prove it's not so. You
I'll
can't
wear a
prove
wire
it.
and set
Yeah, I'll
Jesus
wear a
up.
wire. That really sets it up right there. Oh man, that's, I know there was a
Holy
guy
shit.
that was selling heavenly air, and that he would put mason jars out at night, and during the night, angels would take them up to heaven and fill them up with heavenly air and put the cap on it and bring them back down. So in the morning he would wake up and all the jars would be full of heavenly air, and he sold that stuff online. And he sold some because it had a label right on it, heavenly air. Hey, it's right there.
Oh, man.
And I'm just
they can't lie
go
about
ahead.
shit.
John,
Yes, ma'am.
I've been trying to sell air for a long time.
Have you? I'm selling a lot of hot air.
I
If somebody
figured
was.
if I could just get one of them whips in a jar, and I could sell that scent. And I just,
That's it.
hell yeah, I've been.
Y'all take a big hot hit off of that legal weed, blow it into a jar, and mail it to me.
As soon as I touch on this one more time, okay?
I'm gonna open that up and smoke it up. There
Oh,
we
but
go.
Case of emergency.
By
Oh,
the
but
way,
this-
I have a shout out I need to do. I'm watching the chat. I need to shout out to Leanne. It's her birthday today down Australia.
Leanne Scott, today is her birthday. Is that what you just said?
Yes, I did.
Hey.
The 60th
Happy
birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear
Leanne.
Happy birthday to you. There you go, baby. There you go.
Oh, that
And
was
many
great.
more. That's it.
That's when you can tell there's an internet lag, at least of a half a second, when we try to
We're
do
all
an
trying to do
internet
it.
choir at the same time. That was awesome.
I got a birthday coming up, so y'all gonna have to sing it to me. Except I want y'all to all go outside at the same time and yell it out the window, so I can go outside over here and hear it.
There you go. Just turn it up.
Okay, Bernadette, in and out again.
Uh-oh. Bernadette. Well, she's putting it. Well, happy birthday, Leanne Scott. Stay safe, baby. Don't light any birthday candles. Have a non-candle birthday party.
Whoops, she's back up there.
We
missed her.
value y'all highly, you and all our Blue Dot family, no matter where they are in this country, whether they're in Australia, in California, or up in New Hampshire. It doesn't matter. We can all be family right here. That's what's nice about this. Yes, Donna Sturdivant. Thank you very much, darling. She remembered my birthday. Donna's the one that moved from, let me see if I can get this right, Donna, from Oklahoma to Maryland, right? To Maryland? Write it down there in the chat if I'm right. I think I might have had
I
that.
got a shout out from Dimitri OG.
Yeah?
He said, Leanne, I hope you're deaf. he needs a bell.
Oh, we're looking for a gong, by the way. We're going to do away with the bell. We're looking for a gong. A gong.
So you're going with the gong. Cool.
Yeah, we want to get a gong. Somebody, who brought that up anyway?
I thought that was
I
SC.
did.
That was SC? Yeah,
I
you
did.
brought that
I
up.
did.
So after you said that, when we thought, yeah, we need a gong. That's what we need. And Mega Wet Willie just donated
by the way,
$10.
guys, Go ahead.
I want to thank Mega Wet Willie. We love that name. Mega Wet Willie for donating $10. That's going to go straight to the Gong. We're going to get a gong so we can do away with the little. This is one of them bellhop. Sell 19 for Donald Trump. You know, something like that.
Also, Donna Gas is Vel.
She just wanted you to know.
Yeah.
Oh wait, y'all cut out at the worst time. We couldn't hear you.
Maryland. Donna Sturdivant, Oklahoma. Yes, thank you very much, Donna Sturdivant. I'm sorry.
Welcome. Donna Gaston is Velka.
Oh, okay.
Who's Velica?
Donna Gaston.
Donna Gaston.
Is Velica?
Yes.
Yes.
I'm sorry. I'm supposed to know that stuff.
What?
No.
Mm-hmm.
No, I think Velica is just Velica. That's Velica. I can see her. But she's Donna Gaston. Oh, we're giving away her secrets. We're giving away her secrets.
She gave away her secret.
She did? Okay.
She told us, she told me to tell you.
Yeah.
Boy, howdy.
Really quick, Dad, I updated the chat a few 30 seconds ago.
You updated this chat?
Yeah, the Discord.
Where's my arrow?
You can't miss it.
Well, I can't see it.
No,
either.
I'm talking about who's in the room.
Oh, who's in the room? Andy. Andy's in the room, baby. Filthy mouth liberal. What do you say? Something filthy, Andy.
Andy?
Are you with us, Andy?
I don't see him.
I don't see him either.
Yeah, he's in
I
there.
see him.
See him either.
Y'all don't see him?
I'm starting to get weirded out here because I'm not getting updates on my end.
I can see him. I can see you.
If I touch mine, I might get kicked
Okay, I see
off.
it now.
Be touching it on the air now. Watch it now.
He's down. He's in the live room. But
Yeah, he's in the
I
live
see him
room, but
now.
I can't hear him.
Come on, Andy. Cat got your.
Andy, blink twice.
Andy?
Andy, blink twice if you need help.
Okay, kick him out and bring him back.
Yeah,
Kick him out and bring him back.
let's see if that works.
Do you want me to do it or you got it?
Well,
I'll do it.
yeah, you go.
Travis.
You do it, Travis.
I was over here trying to click on Mega Wet Willie. And all of a sudden there was an awkward silence and everybody was wondering, what the fuck's going on? I don't know. All of a
That's
sudden
that
it just
mouth.
Somebody was figuring out where the blue dot
we
was.
were
in the house.
ciphering. We were
Andy,
ciphering.
can you
There he is.
Andy, can you hear us now? Well, hell's bells and little catfisher's tails.
Actually, Donna, I'm an
Andy, say
Aquarius.
hello.
Andy, are you there, buddy? This is the dawning of the age of Aquarius. You know that one? That's me. It's a water barrel.
So when's your birthday, John?
January 24th, I will turn 67. 67.
Right on,
I'm
January
kicking it, baby.
24th.
That's all right as long as I'm still kicking it.
I heard that.
That's it. Get up every day. I'm thankful for every one of them.
There you go.
That's it.
JW, yeah, I actually found I think the one we're gonna go for on Amazon. It'll be a thing.
What thing?
JWB52Z was like, Travis, I think you can get a Gong on Amazon. Yeah, that was the first place I looked. Because unfortunately, if I went to like
There you go.
Musician's Friend or Guitar Center,
JWB52Z.
I'd probably be
Yeah.
looking at something pretty excive. And if it's
Or
for
you
a
could-
Oh, yeah,
Gong,
no, we don't need expensive.
Yeah.
Just cheap
Yeah.
hubcap
Yeah,
on a.
maybe you might find one on Sweetwater Music.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've ever been there. But
Oh, yeah, of course.
Like I said, I
Well,
haven't
they
bought
actually
any
jump
instruments
start
off the
did it.
internet in a while.
We'll just hang a hubcap from the ceiling. I'll get a
yeah,
hammer.
That'll work.
a hubcap,
I mean, that would work.
a Chevrolet hubcap.
Yeah,
There
we
you
can't
go.
even find hubcaps anymore.
Yeah.
They don't come on cars anymore.
No, I used to
I can
used to shop Sweetwater, but now I end up finding myself only on Reverb. You find a lot of cool stuff on there as far as used goods and
True.
A
old
big gong.
trinkets.
Terry
Yeah.
Butler says we need a big gong.
Well, that depends.
Yeah.
We're
Cassie X says we're still kicking it, John. She's a year behind me. I'm blazing a trail for you, Cassie. I'm blazing a trail, baby. That's what I always tell Alan.
Hey, Dad, can you check Streamlabs? Did we get
Oh,
another?
yes, we did. Karen
Okay.
Van Week donated $5 through Super Chat and said, if it is that easy to get people to give you money for bogus tickets, then we are in the wrong line of business. Ain't that the truth? Ain't that the truth? Karen Van Wyck, very wise, baby.
Give that a bell.
Give that a bell.
Well, you know that I didn't read the last part of that, but when the police confiscated like $10,000 in cash, some drug paraphernalia, and a baby alligator. So.
And a baby alligator.
Yeah, and you got to think if they were selling
it is
these
a Florida
tickets
Man
for,
article.
Of course, there's an alligator in it.
Hey, it's Florida, you know.
That's what I'm saying. It's Florida.
You ain't living if you ain't got a baby alligator.
I can't
If
find
they sold
clicker.
10,000 tickets, that's 10,000 suckers.
This guy that was selling the air was doing pretty good at it.
Well, there ain't no telling what all they were selling, so you know.
Really
But,
quick,
hey.
Candy 2 writes, Travis, you should go with a cowbell. You do not want that power within my hands.
More cowbell.
Hey,
More cowbell.
More cowbell. Ding, 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 ding.
So you do not want me to have a cowbell.
More
I will make
cowbell.
that the entire show. I need
Gotta have more cowbell.
I need to break out my electric triangle after that.
Mm-mm-mm.
No, I don't have an electric triangle. I don't even know if that's even a thing. Rose brought it up on.
No.
We need the
Electric
electric
triangle?
triangle, and I'm like, yeah, that's the most metal instrument I could ever think of as an electric triangle.
Well, you know, Travis, I seen something the other night that I haven't seen before, and it was an electronic cajon. I've never seen one of those.
A
and
what?
This thing was a cajon, an electronic cajon.
It's got like a
You know, the
pickup or something
Yeah,
in there, I guess?
electronic code. It's got pickups in it.
It was. I didn't ask the guy too much about it because I was at a party and everybody was kind of like, but yeah, it was crazy. It was
I'm
an
gonna have to
electric
look into
cajon.
that.
Where's my cajon?
It's somewhere in that pile of crap over there in that back corner.
Right there.
Somewhere in there. No, there's
They're
also
using it as a box, John.
No, that's exactly what they're using it for, a box. No, actually, we
I
got
don't
the big
think it'd be
screen.
too hard
We
to
got the
build
big
on.
green screen laid up against the wall over there. Mama has been after us to clear out this corner over here, which there is some stuff that needs to be moved out to the storage. And you got it over there?
It's all the way the hell back here.
Oh, I was just wondering. I was gonna play it. I'm fantastic on it. You wouldn't believe. Amazing. Too bad. Don't find it right now.
No, it's too hard to get to.
Yep, it's too hard to get to. Yeah, we've got stuff stacked up. Only half this room is our studio. The half is storage over there. No, it's not bad. What you got there?
My guitar.
Your guitar. What?
Yeah.
Oh,
I can't
yeah.
believe this is
Go
still
ahead,
up
turn
here.
the camera on. Show people what your guitar.
Hang on.
That's
Getting
the
all
one
my
he learned
shit.
on.
Yeah, no, it's not.
That's the one he learned on.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
Anybody remember these bad boys?
Anybody? That's placed.
What is it?
Can anybody guess just from the clickety clackities?
Hold it up so they can see it in front of the camera.
IBM keyboard.
No, that's
No, I wish. No.
that's Guitar Hero or something.
Oh, okay.
I bought the guitar, the game, the drums, the keyboard.
yeah.
I bought the whole set for my grandkids
Ugh.
Christmas one year.
Oh,
Yeah,
how cool.
Mom and Dad did the same thing when
They
Rock
drive
Band
you nuts,
first came
did they?
out.
You know, I tried playing that a couple times and I just couldn't do it. You know,
No, me neither.
and me and a guy I played with who was an extraordinary guitar player, we got on that thing a couple times and we were like, no, we ain't built for this.
Guitar Hero.
It was
That's
just
it.
going a
That's
little,
it.
yeah.
We thought
We'll just.
I was glad I played guitar before I played Guitar Hero because just because it was a weirder experience. It was like, you know, I understood how guitar worked, and then condensing it down to 5 buttons. No.
Yeah.
I'm not that great at it.
Yeah.
It's fun, but it definitely not like those professional streamers that go on there and just shred, quote unquote.
Oh man.
Yeah.
We got.
At the same time that came out, they did the Dance Dance.
Yes.
What was that?
Dance Dance Revolution.
Revolution? Yeah. And
Yeah.
now Envy
Yeah.
was good at that.
I always wanted to get good at that game. Never did though.
I tell you what,
they
when
had
that,
they had the Wii Fit pad where you could run, you know.
yeah, well, you know, when
You
I
know,
got
things
when
like
I got I got a Wii for my niece, so she'll have it when she came up here for the summers. And I got on that thing when I first got it, and I went to do the baseball, And the very first time I swung that little thing, I threw my shoulder out because I was not. It's like, damn, I didn't realize I needed to stretch before I got on this damn thing. But yeah, I did. I went to swing that little controller, and it was like, I pulled. It was rough. It was rough. Good. But I enjoyed the bowling. I was good at the bowling on it.
Bowling,
but I got.
Yeah.
I got rid of it because she didn't play it that much, and I didn't really like it, so. I got rid of it. Put it on the eBay.
Yeah, we have, I think, 2 Wii's in the house. One that's in the living room untouched. The other one we modified, and it's now the perfect quote-unquote emulation station, and we use it to play all the old Nintendo. Super Nintendo
I heard you can do that.
Yep.
And that was like after I got rid of it, someone told me, "Oh, you could put all the old." And I was like, "Are you shitting me?" So yeah, because I got one of the little, the consoles I got now, where it's got like the 30 games on it. You play Mario Brother, all that good stuff. So I got the regular Nintendo one, then I got the Super Nintendo one. So I got both those. I think I paid like $60 for each one of them. Yeah. And I haven't played them in a while, but it was because I remember the time when when I discovered I guess you would say marijuana, and
hey, that shit's illegal around here. We'll have none of that crap.
And me and Mario Brothers 3 were best friends. So it's like that and Ritz crackers and Reese's peanut butter cups.
Donna Sturdivant is trying to get our attention because it's all in captions. She says, "Hello, John and Travis. People need direction on getting onto Discord." Take it away, Travis.
So basically if you're watching us on YouTube, please check out the link in the description of the video below. You may not see it until you hit the show more button. You're good. And you're going to find a link. It's going to be called a link tree, or there should be a description next to the link that says the link to all links. It'll take you to a web page, and there you'll be able to find everything from how to get to the Discord channel of ours, how to go to our merch store, and how to donate and all that other stuff. But you'll just have to go down that list, and you'll find the Discord thing. I would copy and paste the link here in the YouTube description here. But Dad's got flight controls for the night.
What am I got? I got shit.
Yeah, you do.
I can't do nothing over here no more.
Yeah, you do.
I can't even find the arrow.
I gotta say, I'm still keeping up with everything.
By the way, that shot was for you, Kerry Thompson. I seen you, buddy. I seen you. Had me a nice shot of Irish whiskey there, baby. Single malt. Smooth shit.
Ain't as smooth as that other stuff you had earlier today.
Oh, Lord, that was a mistake. I made a bad mistake. Licked something I should not have licked. Oh, that looks good. It licked it right off my hand. That's a badass mistake. For the next 30 minutes, I'm out there.
You should keep that. Just leave it at that and let people's imaginations run wild with that.
Yeah, it's something I should not have licked. All right. I don't want to waste that.
Want to lick? Psych.
Yeah, bad mistake. Next 30 minutes, I'm in there wanting to scrape my tongue. Anyway. Boy, howdy shit. It's a good night. I like this.
How many licks to the center of John's hand?
Well, it was to the third lick before the first lick I thought, that's not bad. It tastes pretty good. And Meister asked, what are you doing? I said, it fell on my hand. I'm like, I don't want to waste it. I licked it again. I went, it's not too bad. And on the third lick, all of a sudden it got to my senses and it just went, oh, that's nasty as shit. Y'all know how that is. Y'all go to your cabinet and go get vanilla. Go get vanilla out of your spice cabinet up there. Oh, it smells so good. Look at that. Go ahead and take a taste of that shit right out the bottle.
Yeah. It's a bad idea.
It tastes like crap.
Yeah.
So that was the assumption that I was going over. Oh, this stuff. I don't want to waste what's there on my hands. So I'm going to lick that shit off. And no, that was a nasty.
Yeah, I had an experience like that over the summer with Dairy Queen.
Oh, no.
If it's Dairy Queen, that's bad if it tastes like shit coming from Dairy Queen.
Well, no, I got hooked on that. They have certain blizzards during summer, and I got hooked on the Sour Patch Kids blizzard. And that thing, I was going there every Thursday and getting one. And then this girl I work with said, "Oh, you got to try the cotton candy one." I'm like, okay. So I go get the cotton candy one, and they make it for me. I take a little taste of it at the Dairy Queen. I'm like, it's not that bad. So I get home and I get a good spoonful of it, and it was the sweetest shit I've ever put in my mouth. I could not. It was horrible. I had to throw it out, and it's like I thought my teeth were gonna fall out my mouth. It was so damn sweet.
Some things sound better than they taste. You know.
And it was like you were just eating a big spoonful of sugar, and it was like, oh, this is because I'm not a big sweet person. And then I took it. I was like, oh no, I can't do this. And I told her next day at work, I'm like, that was the stupidest thing I ever did was buying one of them damn things because it was horrible.
I got to share this this wisdom here from Dimitri OG. Gotta lick it before you stick it.
That's right. You got to lick it before you stick it, baby.
Before you stick it.
That's it. Lick it before you stick it, and then spark it, and then yeah. It was something. Oh, that's the top of that thing.
Lick it before you twist it.
Yeah, there you go. Illinois became another state that is now legal up there. So bug off, Illinois. No, baby, we're happy for you up there in Illinois. It became recreational, became legal over the I guess yesterday or whatever. And they said the lines. I was just seeing it in the chat. Somebody had said that the lines were pretty good. Yeah, I would imagine on the first day everybody wants to run down there, and then after a while it'll settle into a regular old business like everywhere else.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's on the big night that it becomes.
Still playing his imaginary fiddle there yet.
Who?
You.
Me?
You're still waiting for it.
Yeah, I'm going to be waiting a long time. Texas, I tell you. What did you say? Travis said earlier you looked on the list of probables and we're not even on the list.
Hell no, we're not on the list.
What? Yeah, I'm telling you, man.
Oh, come on.
I am telling you, Texas isn't going to do it because of the border. We have an extremely long border with Mexico, and Texas gets the major bundle of money from the drug war. The drug war effort, Texas, that most of that money is spent in Texas and in California and all along the border states. But we got a big, long border. You know, it's hard for law enforcement to kick up that kind of money, you know, to get rid of it. That's a big check.
Even Ozzy had it in Texas.
I'm telling you.
I mean, dude, that's why he pissed on the Alamo.
I seen a picture of a group I wanted to be with the other day on New Year's Eve. I guess it was a picture on Facebook. Marcia showed it to me, and there's Bill Maher, Willie Nelson.
Yep.
Somebody help me out. Who else? There was a whole group of people.
Sarah Silverman.
Sarah Silverman was there.
The other guy I couldn't
Woody
Harrelson.
Harrelson.
The other guy. Woody Harrelson, but there was one
Oh,
more
yeah,
I didn't recognize him.
Yeah, there's one guy on the end I did not recognize him. Everybody else I did. And they were all looking like they was having just a grand old time. Grand old time, man.
Well, you know, Willie don't ride on the tour bus. He rides on the cannon bus.
He rides on the cannon bus.
That's the name. That's the name of his tour bus.
Yeah.
Willie Nelson.
I also seen
Willie Nelson,
where he's just doing edibles now. So
yeah, I heard where he had to cut back on the toking on it. He consumes edible, which I guess you could buy somewhere. He goes somewhere where they're legal.
Colorado.
Yeah. Who wants to mess with Willie? Shit, just leave it alone. You know, it's ridiculous.
I think Bill Maher will be back on the air, if not, I think next week maybe.
I'm hoping.
Something like that.
These people that get vacations.
Maybe they need to take it and go get Trump pie. Maybe he'll eat himself to death.
He's got his own Willie's Reserve. That's Willie's pot. Willie's Reserve. Yes, Velda?
Nothing.
Really? Got his all up suspenseful and then nothing. You could make up some shit. Say something. I don't know. Say something about Lone Wolf. Piss him off.
Why?
Well, I don't know. Okay, not Lone Wolf. Say it about SC.
If you don't want no don't start no shit.
That's right.
I don't know what happened.
That's it. That's it.
Hey, it happens. It happens.
Just a brain fart.
Oh, shit. A Wayne fart.
Yeah.
No, a brain fart.
Brain fart. A brain fart. I have them all the time, baby.
Tell Wayne to go get you some more coffee.
I have them
I'm
all
out
the
of
time.
coffee.
Shit. Yes, for the next few
That's
days.
why you're having such a bad day.
Who's having a bad day?
I said that's why Velda's having a bad day. She's out of coffee.
Oh no! Don't play that bullshit. Oh no, we out of coffee.
Enough for one I got enough for one more pot, and that's in the morning before the grocery store run.
And that would be the second thing you do when that pot's empty. Go to the store.
No, that's
Yeah,
the
if
first
I'm
thing
out of
Wayne's
coffee,
gonna-
that's not a good thing.
No,
I don't give a shit.
That's
What?
the first thing. That's the first thing Wayne's going to do after he has a cup
There
of
you
coffee.
go.
Is go to town
There
and
you
get
go.
coffee.
Yeah, I have to have my coffee. If we don't, if I'm getting ready to
Like,
get in
honey,
bed.
did you have your first cup of coffee? Yes. Get in the truck and go get more.
Good night, Donna Bonacosi. Have a good one. Tell Fred we said hello. I think she said she was going out. Anyway, I got to have my coffee in the morning. And if we're going to bed at 9:30, 10:30, or 10:30 or so, 11, and Marcia turns to me and said, "We ain't got coffee." Well, shit, I guess I got to get up and go to the store right now, because when I lay in this bed, when I get up, I want that coffee. I'm telling you, I'm terrible on my coffee. I have to have it.
Gotta have your coffee in the morning.
Gotta go get it. You gotta go get it the second you're out.
Yeah.
I just got one of them Keurig machines, and I'm kind of undecided about the thing right now. I mean, it's good to go in there and you get that first cup real quick, but then it's like then you miss actually having the pot of actual coffee.
I gotta have the pot. I gotta have a pot of coffee.
Mine's got the coffee pot and then the Keurig.
Oh, you got both.
Okay.
I seen
Yeah,
that.
and I love it.
Husband and wife in the kitchen, they're all looking at you like they're going to get up fighting or something, and they're arguing over, and then all magically it comes together, and you can have a pot in a whatever that cup thing is.
I think that was what I got a kick out of the ranch when he was trying. What the fuck is this? And she goes, "That's a Keurig."
A what?
What does it do? And she goes, "It makes coffee." And he looks at her and he goes, "Buy the pot?" She goes, "No, buy a cup." Yeah, just what I want to do is wait for a fucking cup of coffee in the morning.
I love what Velica said. I love what Velica says.
What?
Coffee is life insurance policy. It ensures you get to live another
That's
day.
right, baby. That's right, Velica. You're right, baby. Don't
Yeah.
talk to me until I've had
I
coffee.
do have a friend
Mumble,
of mine
mumble.
that has a shirt that says, "Don't bother me before I have my coffee, otherwise I will kill you."
Paulette Hallbeck, who sends me the funny times. I get that every month. It's a gift subscription from Paulette, and there's one T-shirt in there, and it's a cup of coffee, and under it says, "I own you." It's true. It's true.
One of my favorite Humble Pie songs is Black Coffee.
That's it.
Black coffee.
I gotta have it.
I'm sorry, Yogi. I'm sorry you don't like coffee. That just makes more for the rest of us.
That's right. We appreciate you giving up your share so the rest of us can have some.
I'll join him on that. I
Thank
can't
you.
stand coffee.
Travis doesn't like coffee.
My brother's allergic to
motorcycle.
Oh, really? Damn, that sucks.
Yeah.
I tell you, the
Yeah,
only coffee I don't like is Starbucks.
It's
Yeah, I've
the
never had
acid in the
Starbucks.
coffee that he's allergic to.
I have never had Starbucks.
I just can't understand why they want $3 a deal
What,
for it.
$3?
I don't
Shit,
understand
you're getting a
that.
discount.
Starbucks sucks.
Well, here's what's crazy. On PBS on Saturday mornings, they have a show called America's Test Kitchen, where they test products and food and all.
Right.
Well, they did a couple years back. They did a blind taste test on coffee. They took 10 people, 8 coffees, and did a blind taste test. And guess which 2 came in last? Starbucks. And Dunkin' Donuts.
Really?
Yep.
Well,
Yep.
for one, I hate to
they
say
said
this,
they
and
were
I
bitter
apologize
tasting.
to anybody out there who likes Starbucks. To me, that's not. They're not serving coffee in there. It's a milkshake or an iced whatever it is. I'm one of them. I'm a coffee guy. It comes in a cup. You add a little cream and sugar. That's coffee. And so if there's ice in it, I'm a little pissed off. We can put ice in my coffee.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't want to put ice in my coffee. I like my coffee hot. I like my coffee like I like my women. Isn't that what that's in a song? It's in a song. I like my whiskey.
Apparently Pabst Blue Ribbon has a hard coffee now, and I do not want to try it at all.
No, I don't.
Pabst Blue Ribbon
I don't
and
pour
coffee,
whiskey in
yeah,
my
I just
coffee.
I can't do that.
I've always said whiskey
Yeah,
needs one thing: ice. That's it. Whether it be Scotch, whether it be Irish whiskey, whether it be bourbon, it just needs ice. That's it. So.
I've gotten to where during the morning I got to have my coffee, and then during the daytime I got to have green tea.
I gotta have my tea.
Okay, I like green tea.
I
like
gotta have
green
Mama's tea every day. I drink it.
see.
I go straight from coffee to tea, and that's it. And that's basically it. Throw in a beer occasionally, uh, and a shot of whiskey when requested upon. Thank you, Carrie Thompson. You requested it, so you know. John, take a hit of. Okay, you got to do it, man.
Let's see. Coffee in the morning, coffee at lunch, coffee in the afternoon, coffee
No,
all day.
no.
I'm fine.
No, I can't do coffee afternoon. It's a psychological thing with me. When the clock hits 12, that's it. The coffee's over. Where's my tea? That's the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. But if it's 11:58, I still have time for one more cup, baby. I don't know. It's a thing with me. Marcia called me out on it one time.
Mom used to drink it all day, and they go, I don't know, I can't sleep at night. Well, maybe it's because you drink coffee all damn day.
Yeah. Well, I
Oh,
drank.
no.
I do. I drank coffee and chicory for years, forever, for like 30-something years. I drank nothing but coffee and chicory, and it just got to me after a while, and we figured out it was the coffee that was giving me heartburn or whatever you want to call it. You know, just sour. But yeah, I had to give it up. So now I drink
Acid reflux. Yeah.
Yeah, acid reflux thing. I had to give it up, and I drink Colombian coffee. And now people have sent me coffees. I've had Costa Rican coffee. I've had Jamaican coffee sent to me. The best one was the Obama blend from Hawaii.
Oh, yeah?
Yes, it was. It was a really tasty blend. Every time I ran out of coffee, Mark said, "Well, we got to drink something else." Well, get that. Is there any more of that Obama blend? Get that up here because that was really good coffee. But yeah, I'm a creature of habit. You know, I like my Colombian and a pot of it because I wake up before Marcia. And now Cuban coffee, I have Pepsi Max. I have tasted. It will kick your ass too. It's very, that comes in small shots. That kind of shit.
Really quick, I want to chime in here. I've been seeing the chat talk about this for the last few minutes, and I've been trying to find reliable sources to tell me this.
Okay.
And I found very little on it, but I do believe it actually happened. And Mom said she saw something on TV go by about it, so I'm glad I went to ask her. Apparently, we have killed an Iranian general in, I believe, an airstrike or something, or it was at an airport or something.
There was an airport. There was a strike on the airport over in Iraq earlier, right before we came in.
Mm-hmm.
And the debate on the news was, are we going to respond to that? So it seemed to me like they had made an attack on an airbase that we are at.
Well, muzzle Trump, so we don't have to get him involved.
Yeah.
This is the danger that we're going to have to face with this guy. It does not take much to get into a war, people.
Yeah, I think, what is it, Qasem Soleimani says here in on Google here that it was March 11th, 1957 to 3rd of January 2020. That's popping up, so I guess this is the guy. Now I'm guessing everybody, and I agree with everybody now, we're just seeing the building blocks of going to war with Iran, which, oh boy.
It's bullshit.
We don't need another fucking war.
Yeah. I always see people on Facebook posting things.
We don't
I don't remember what all it said.
don't.
They're posting a picture with Trump standing there talking about how, because I guess they sent a whole bunch of troops over there.
Yeah, he did.
And they're talking, oh, he's so great for doing this. And I'm like, oh, you got to be
There is a certain portion of our populace that is going to get tickled to death if we go to another fucking war. Yeah, let's go over there and kick their ass.
Just give him a bucket of chicken and tell him go sit in the corner.
No, I think it was Tyler who looked up for some reason today was looking up the number of troops we had. Oh, because we were discussing the fact that Donnie was sending troops over to Iraq or to beef up the embassy over there and some other things, and he went to go look at how many active duty troops we have, and it is just about 1 million, almost 1 million people, which is less than 1%, which is as Lone Wolf or anybody else will tell you, except in dire crisis like during World War II, when a voluntary service is out there, it is less than 1% of our nation that serves. Always keep that in mind. And the conversation went like this: it's less than 1% of our population that serves our military, that step up to do the job. You want to do something with the military budget that we have, I say that starting salary for any enlisted man should be no less than $60,000 a year, and you let it climb from there. Where good, experienced military personnel enlisted is making over $120,000 a year, you make it an attractive job offer is what you're doing. You're asking people to put their fucking lives on the line for this country, and we scumhaul around with how much we pay their ass. We should pay them what we ask them to do. How much would you require for your life to put your name on the line? Think about that for a minute. With all this damn money that goes into defense contractors and all that bullshit, that we just spend money on it like there ain't no tomorrow. Wheelbarrows full you could go put in the dumpster and burn the way they spend it out there. You could provide a living for these people. $60,000 minimum to put a man's life on the line. It doesn't sound like a whole lot to me, even that. But you lift them up. You make that a priority. You know, it was some guy coming out of high school. He can get more damn money out of some job somewhere in town than he can in the military. Why would he go serve there? Make it something that takes a little something to get into it. Make the enlistment requirements good. You have to have an education. You have to be smart. You have to do this, that, and the other if you want to get in here. We're going to pay you damn well. And that's the way it should be. But it's never been that way, and it won't be that way. Because servicemen at the lower ranks are fodder in the grand scheme of things. And it is sad to say that, but that's what they are, baby. They're the point of the steer. This is the point of the spear. Anyway. Ain't that right, Lone Wolf?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. They really should. That's whenever I get the argument of defense spending, which we spend, billions on, we piss it away when we could be paying our soldiers and our military not just a living wage, an honorable wage, a good living, because they might not come back home to their family. So.
Well, I was an E5 with 12 years in the service. I had a wife and 2 kids, and I was living in Chapter 8 housing and was on food stamps.
That Marcia and I remember when I was an E5 here in Corpus Christi. We would still have to save. This is back in the mid '70s. We'd have to save our pop bottles, soda pop bottles. You get a deposit at the store. That's how we could get by with buying a few more things to make it to the next payday, which just about all of it went to rent. The electric, the gas money to get back and forth to work, the everyday things in life. It's a struggle, and our enlisted people are no better off than I was then. With the prices of everything now, it's ridiculous. I mean, they scream about, we're going to give them a 5% pay rate. Kiss my ass, 5%. Chump change, baby. They should. $60,000 minimum. E1, you go through boot camp, you go through training, you come out there ready to serve, you're making a living that makes your family proud and you proud. And instead of this nickel and diamond shit, it just pisses me off. I'll get into a rant here. Somebody save me.
A lot back home.
They actually just on that same note, they actually just put in today that it went into effect finally here in Colorado was the minimum wage is going up to $12.50 an hour, and you have 3 months to comply. After 3 months, you will be fined $50 a day until you comply.
There you go.
There you
go,
go,
baby.
God damn.
That's it. That's when we talk about the disparity between
not $50. It was $50,000 a day. That you comply.
Comply with the law.
Because they're going to make it hurt. If these idiots don't do it, then they're going to make them hurt.
They're going to try to find a way of work around it the same way they do nowadays with the 40-hour week. They try to hold you to 38, 37 and a half hours, so they don't have to declare you a permanent employee and they can chump you off that way. These laws are built, are written by businessmen for businessmen. That we say that there's no tax loopholes down here for us down here at the bottom. you get a certain deduction for this, a certain deduction for that, but that's it. You don't have a whole list of bullshit that you can go through to save money on. No, those laws and those loopholes are put in there for the wealthy, and they don't pertain to us. But when we see that blow into our judicial system and things like that, it tends to piss the people off. And we've seen that where money makes a difference. In I've seen one of the states, I think it might have been New York, who did away with cash bail. Now, cash bail is something that somebody with money just chumps off. Shit, they got money. Got a little problem with the law, you can bail out. A poor person, even if they're innocent, if you're arrested and you're awaiting court and you don't have the money to pay bail, you're in jail, baby. So jail is used as either you have the money or you don't. If you're poor, you're going to jail. If you're well off enough that you have something, bond money for whatever they're calling for, then you go home and wait for your trial. The only difference isn't the severity of the crime or the probability that you're going to come back into court or anything. It's just based on, hey, got some money, do you? That's it. And it's not right. It's not the way our judicial. There's things we have to fix. Our judicial system, our healthcare system. There's things that have to be fixed in this damn country, and it's not going to be fixed by the Republicans because they're in it for the money. They're in it for the big corporations. It's going to have to be the Democratic Party and those that are espousing the progressive ideas that we need for a future. Eventually get to Medicare for all. However, I'm ready to jump in right at the beginning, but however we get there. Our healthcare system has to be fixed. It's the biggest thing that affects all of us. We wealthy or not, you can get sick, and it can't be as it was stated earlier that you can't cost you your house if you get sick. It can't cost you everything. You can't go broke and bankrupt just because you had an illness. It's not the way life is. That's it. That's it. We have to, and it starts in 2020. This is the biggest damn race in my lifetime, in probably any of ours lifetime for president. This is it, baby. This is the big one that's going to be talked about in history forever. So we have to work hard on this, and I am damn proud of this family for being involved, because if you're, like I said before, if you're here, you're involved. And Bill Jones says, Bernie, Bernie, I'm all for Bernie. I'm all for Bernie. I'd like to see maybe a Bernie Buttigieg ticket, or Bernie and Warren.
Warren.
Yeah.
I would be like Bernie Yang.
Bernie Yang. Yang. Don't get me started on Yang. Don't
There's
get me
some
started.
options out there.
Yeah, Bernie and Yang would be a good ticket. Bernie gives Medicare for all, and the Yang could work on that $1,000 a month for every adult in this country. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
That would work.
Are you hearing what I'm hearing?
What's that?
I'm hearing Bernie and.
Bernie.
It's Bernie first and somebody second.
And somebody. Bernie and. Bernie and anybody else. There's a lot of Bernie bots out here, baby. Bernie has a big following. They're dedicated. But if it's not Bernie, we go with whoever we're served, baby. Whoever comes out at the top is who we all have to go for. And if it's Bernie, I'm tickled to death.
Me too.
I do. I love the way somebody pegged me down the other day and said, "Okay, John, well, out of everybody who's speaking, whose ideals?" And I have to tell you, I am for Medicare for all. I am distinctly well aware, as many people are in this country, of the disparity between the wealthy and the have-nots, baby, the haves and the have-not. Down there, it is. We have to. There's going to be a correction. There's going to be correction on the horizon in the market. It's going to take a dip, and it's going to be hard for a lot of people. But we need somebody.
Country's going to offer him asylum.
Yeah, I don't give a shit which one. Get his ass out of here. Russia wants him. Take his ass. We'll
want to see him suffer first.
Take her with you.
An interesting
and his
concept
kids. And all of them, the whole damn stinking group that they steal from their own charities. Take that whole group and get out of here.
But nobody will take him.
No, Amen. Nobody wants a scumbag con man. We got stuck with this shit, and for some reason, some of them people are hanging on to him because they, I don't know. You can't explain that shit. He's a
A lot of
phony
them
and
laughing their ass off.
yes. The rest of all they have to do is sit here and make jokes while this man runs our country. You know, we all want to laugh our ass off of him because he's so stupid. He can't spell. He doesn't know what the hell he's doing. But he is still.
I seen Leo
position.
shared a post. Leo shared a post yesterday where it was in Columbia, Tennessee, where somebody was flying the Trump 2020 flag above the American flag.
Oh, that's bullshit.
That's
a huge. That's bullshit. And see, that's somebody I'd have to call out. You know, you're putting Trump over your own country, and some of them would. Remember, don't forget that lady who stood on the stage and said, "Well, if we're going to have a dictator, it needs to be
dictator. It might as well be
Donald Trump." Are you shitting me? Would you sell out your country that easy for some reality TV guy that just had the whole line of "he's fired" was on the cue card? It was in the script.
What happened to every other
it's not anything he did.
They held it up.
I'm looking at a picture of him right there. I just want to smack him. Where's my
really quick because we're getting close to. There you go. before we check out, I think I finally heard Diana Mallory in the call. Diana, are you here?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, there you go, darling.
Yeah, I'm here.
How are you this evening?
Yeah, I said I heard it. I seen an interesting concept today, and it was Joe Biden and Joe Kennedy the third.
Joe and Joe 2020. It could be Joe Kennedy. You know, Marcia just said something about him the other day. You're going to see him. He'll run for president one day. Joe Kennedy will. He will.
Yeah.
You know, it's in his blood, I think. The whole Kennedy.
I think any of these old guys that are running,
Kennedy
whoever
clan,
gets in, any of these older guys that are running, that get in, need to pick a young VP.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That way, if anything does happen to them, as far as their health.
Yeah. Yeah, because somebody like Bernie or Biden or Elizabeth Warren even, we're up in our age. Hell, I'm up in my age. 66, I consider up in my age. Shit, yeah, I'm old.
And
where's my discount?
I don't say that to be, but that's how I see it. I mean, these they're up there in their age, and Bernie had a heart attack, and being president is a stressful fucking job. But you don't see. I bet you won't see Trump coming out of there with any gray hair.
It's stressful, I believe, for somebody who takes it seriously.
About that.
We saw Obama. We saw Obama get older.
Go ahead. Was that TW?
Oh, I actually saw something on that the other day. They said, and they, what was it? I think I was watching, was it MSNBC? Yeah, MSNBC. They said that, you remember when Trump went into the hospital?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
They said that he went in because he was having,
And then he came back out.
But they really didn't say, Well, they said he was actually having chest pains, so they know now that it was chest pains, and they think that he was having a panic attack now because the shit is hitting the fan.
It's going to get real.
He knows
it's
going to
get real pretty soon, and I can't wait for it to start.
That's the best thing we do is just stress his ass out.
Stress his ass out and make him bug-eyed till he can't.
But I'm with Nancy. Play with him a little while, make him suffer. Make him sweat it out.
Yeah, make him just sit there like, oh my God, I can't stand it.
Yeah. Okay, I guess I better. My names have been going by, and Travis has let me know I better go before Mama comes out here and kills both of us. I want to thank everybody for coming by tonight. Dennis, we appreciate our monitors, Velda, and where'd Bernadette go?
Dennis, feel better, buddy.
Oh, Bernadette.
Yeah, Dennis.
And Dennis too. Well, Velda, we appreciate you being here as our moderator this evening. And Diana, thank you for coming by and visiting with us. I'm sorry we got here too late to have you into the discussion more. Come back and we'll be here again on Sunday. And Lone Wolf.
I'm sorry, my mic was muted.
I thought you just ignored me.
No, I'm here.
Lone Wolf, you take care of yourself, buddy. If
I'm going to aggravate everybody I can.
Well, they'll get after your ass. Y'all need to come by the Blue Room on the John Brevo, the Blue Dot. the Blue Dot Family Discord channel. Join the conversation.
And for Bernadette, fuck Trump.
Fuck Trump. That's what Bernadette said.
Fuck Trump.
And to our family out there on YouTube and on Facebook, baby, we appreciate you. You give us the most important thing you can, and that is the time it takes to stop and listen to us. Tonight was a fun night. Pretty soon we're going to get into more serious shit, so we might as well enjoy it right now. In just a few days, we're going to get into some serious shit that means everything to our republic, and it's going to get serious real quick. So stay tuned, stay involved, stay informed. I really appreciate.
You can't turn it off now.
No, you can't. No.
We're too in it too deep.
Yeah.
We got to see the end.
Yeah,
of
it's my new as the world turns.
Yeah.
Doorknob head trying to be proper there. He says, "Fuck Trump," and it's THUCK. How proper, Doorknob. We appreciate that. With a porcupine, he said. That would hurt. Anyway, I love all y'all. I appreciate every one of you for coming by and being involved. I appreciate all those that help with this show in any way they can. It keeps us going. It keeps us, keeps the lights on, keeps the internet company paid, all that kind of stuff. So we appreciate it tremendously. Y'all have a good night. Tomorrow is Friday, baby. It is Beer and Bud Friday, the first Beer and Bud Friday. I am ready for it.
Yeah.
That's right, baby. Get into it. It's the first one of this year, so let's do it right. I love all y'all for coming by, and we'll see y'all later. Say goodnight, y'all.
Bye, y'all.
Good night, everybody.
There you go, baby. Blue Dot Family. We'll see y'all later.